Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. So this is a new foundation for Hourglass. They do have, I think it's called the Vanish Stick Foundation. I have tried that foundation. It does not work well on me. I get super oily with that foundation. It just doesn't work for my skin. I really love Hourglass products. So when this foundation came out, I had to pick it up because I wanted to try it. So before we get into the demo, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that I will be testing this foundation today. I put this foundation on this morning at 6:30 a.m. It is now about 7:15 a.m. So I have been wearing it for probably about 45 minutes. So far, looking at it, I love it. Now in the demo, I did put primer on this side of my face. I used the Cover FX gripping primer and also the e.l.f. poreless primer for my pores. And then on this side, I didn't use any primer at all because this claims you don't need a primer. So I wanted to go ahead and test it both ways. I'm going to try to wear it as long as I can so that I can get a true test of the foundation. Today it is raining where I live and this is supposed to be waterproof, so we'll see if my makeup messes up at all. But yeah, I will try and do a check-in later, and if not, I will at the end of the day come back, let you know about the product, let you know what the claims are, let you know how it worked for me. So let's get into the demo. So I'm back to give you a quick update of what is happening with the foundation, and I'm also going to go into some details about the foundation because I didn't do that in the intro. So let me go ahead and go into how the foundation is doing. Now I've had this foundation on since 6:30 a.m. this morning and it's now 8 after 11. So I've had the foundation on a little over 4 hours. So just looking at it, it still looks like it's intact. My pores are not showing. I do see very little oil just seeping here on the sides of my nose, but nothing too bad. All my blush is still on, my highlight, and on both sides. So here's the side that didn't have any primer, and this is the side that had the 2 primers that I applied. But overall, everything still looks great. It doesn't seem like it's broken up. It looks very smooth. It doesn't look like it's faded at all. So like I said, it produced a little bit of oil around my nose, and it looks like it produced more oil on the side where I used my e.l.f. poreless primer, which is weird. And it looks a lot less on this side where there's no primer at all. I'm not going to go ahead and put any powder or blot it with anything because I want to see if it produces more oil throughout the day. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. But so far, so good. But it's only been like, what, a little over 4 hours. So it really hasn't been all day. So I'm gonna leave this on for a longer period of time. Like I said, I'm gonna go pretty much all day with this foundation because normally I don't wear foundation just for 4 hours unless I'm going somewhere where I need makeup on just for a small amount of time. Normally I usually use my foundation average, 8 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into the claims about this foundation. I did write some stuff on some note cards. So I went on to hourglass.com and I got all this information from there. So the foundation is called Vanish Seamless Foundation. And it says it's a highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver instant full coverage for virtual skin perfection. This innovative weightless formula applies like a second skin, creating a smooth and flawless complexion. The one thing that I thought was really cool that I've never really heard any foundation claim is that they state that there's no primer needed with this foundation. So I can attest to that. I didn't put a primer on this side and it still looks good. It does claim that it gives instant full coverage, and the directions said that you needed to hydrate your skin, which I always hydrate my skin. I put on my moisturizer, I put some argan oil on my skin, so my skin is very hydrated when I start to do my makeup. But it says that you should hydrate your skin prior to putting on the foundation, and it also says that you only need half a pump and then you dot it onto the face. Well, I found that a half a pump really did not work for me. I felt like I needed an entire pump, and then with that entire pump I didn't even use all the foundation. I probably used 3/4 of it, and that's for my entire face. It did say that you can blend it with a brush or use a damp sponge. I tried this foundation just yesterday. I tried it with a brush and the brush did not give me enough coverage. I just feel like with the sponge, it just gave me more coverage and it just blended in seamlessly. So like I said, I did wear the foundation yesterday. I didn't wear it for a long period of time. Basically what I did was I applied it and I filmed it, and I applied it with a primer. I used the Cover FX gripping primer on the perimeters of my face, and then I used the e.l.f. in my T-zone. So I felt that that wasn't giving it a fair chance because it did claim that it didn't need a primer. Let me go over some other claims that it states. It says it's fade proof, has 24-hour wear, it's waterproof, transfer proof, and sweat proof. It's non-comedogenic, and it's vegan and cruelty-free. So a lot of this really catches my eye. I love that it's waterproof, I love that it's transfer-proof, and I love that it's sweat-proof. So you could actually wear this on a hot day and it's not gonna go anywhere. Now, right now, we're in February, so it's not that hot outside. It's cold, and I haven't really been able to test that part. But I will say that today it's raining, and water did get on my face because I didn't have an umbrella, and it didn't go anywhere. So transfer proof, I will show you. I have a clean tissue here. When I was in the car, I've already done this test with another Kleenex, but I want to show you guys that it does not transfer over, as you can see. So there. My lipstick transferred on this part, but this is a clean Kleenex. I'll do it on the other side. No transfer, nothing. So I love that. I love that it's transfer proof, that you can wear like a white t-shirt and not have to worry about your makeup getting on your clothing. So that's pretty cool. It does claim to have a natural finish. It's a natural finish, but you can tell it has a glow from within look. So I really like that about this foundation. I love the natural finish, but I also like that it provides just a little bit of glow that makes the skin look healthy. The next thing I want to mention is the innovation. It says weightless, instant full coverage is delivered through the formula's innovative coated pigments, allowing for seamless application and a long-wearing second skin adherence. A natural finish is delivered through light refracting microspheres, blurring and smoothing any imperfections for virtually perfect skin. This foundation is like second skin, and it's going to blur your imperfections, and it did. It looks like second skin. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look drying. It looks really healthy on my skin. Okay, so it says here, it's formulated without alcohol, parabens, phthalates, sulfates, and talc, and it's not tested on animals. And it says, we are proud to be a cruelty-free brand. So that's pretty cool. I will say that this foundation comes in 32 shades. I'm wearing Golden Natural today. This is like the perfect shade for me right now. It's a tad bit dark, but it's gonna be perfect when the spring comes and the summer months come. So it does retail for $56. I purchased mine at Sephora, but you can also purchase it at hourglass.com. It's a glass frosted bottle, beautiful packaging. It's got a really unique shape to it. As you can see, what is that, a trapezoid? Is that what that's called? But yeah, it has a unique shape to it. It's got a pump, which is a plus. If you saw in the video, it's not a real runny foundation, but it's not too thick. It's kind of in between. It was really easy to dot on the face and then go over it with that beauty sponge. Really quickly, I want to talk about this 1-week consumer study that they did. They did a study of 31 women. That's not a lot of women, to be honest, but they did do a study of 31 women. And by doing this study, they said that Vanish demonstrated dramatic visible improvements. So 97% felt the foundation had the coverage of a concealer, 94% felt the foundation made their skin look smoother, 94% felt the foundation effectively covered skin imperfections. 94% felt the foundation could be used as a foundation and a concealer in one. 91% felt the foundation lasted all day. 91% felt the foundation applied evenly without streaking. And the last one is 91% felt the foundation was concentrated so that a little product went a long way. So far, the fact that you only need a little bit is so true. Now, some people can cover their skin with half a pump. I can't do that. I need a little bit more coverage, so I went with 3/4 of a pump. It's not that much more. So just know that this is probably gonna last you quite a long time if you buy this foundation, because you don't need a lot. Just that 3/4 pump literally covered my entire face. So I'm gonna be testing it out a lot longer today, and I will check back in and let you guys know how it worked out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it's about 6:54, so it's almost 7 o'clock. I've actually had this foundation on for almost 13 hours. And honestly, I would leave it on a lot longer, but I have had such a long day. I'm ready to take my makeup off. I'm ready to wash my face and get into my pajamas. I know it's only 7 o'clock, but it's really cold outside. It's wet, it's rainy. I just want to get into my pajamas and watch a movie and yeah, try to go to bed early because I do have to work early tomorrow. So anyway, I wanted to update you guys, and I'm looking at the foundation now, and I will say that it did not get like super oily in my T-zone. I do have some oiliness right here. Right here on this side, my pores are actually showing. So right here, it looks like it's broken up quite a bit, and there's some oiliness here. There's also some oiliness on the tip of my nose, and then some oiliness right here. And typically that's where I get the most oily, is in my T-zone. I don't see any oil up here or anywhere on my cheeks on either side. Because as you guys know, this side does not have any primer and this side actually does. But to be honest, I can't see really any difference. It doesn't look like it's broken up or anything. So right here on my chin, it looks a little faded, and that could have been because I was eating and, you know, wiping my mouth with the napkin. So my forehead looks great. My blush is still on, my highlighter is still on both sides. So really, in all honesty, they were right about not needing a primer, because I really can't tell a difference from the no primer side to the primer side. So yeah, I don't know if I could have worn it past the 12 hours because I am so oily right here. But other than that, it looks really good. So I didn't mention that it was for all skin types, so I wanted to let you guys know that. So this is gonna be my last check-in for the evening. I'm ready to relax and get comfy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.